we talked about this. Seinfeld has never been
funny,
a particularly racy comedian. Like he talks about airline food. He talks about, double dipping. He doesn't really talk about like racial stuff.
But deep down, it's there. He's like this Chinese restaurant.
Welcome to Namely 90s. Wow. The podcast that takes you back to the time before smartphones, Google, and Y2K. Join your hosts as they relive the pop culture that shaped a generation and the parts that many people wish they could forget. Listen in to the conversation about how the decade defined those who spent their childhood there and how it shaped them as adults. So, turn down the grunge and dial up the internet. Let's get started. It's time for Namely 90s.
That's right. You're listening to Namely 90s. My name's Andrew, and over there is Brandon.
That's me.
You can find us online at namely90s.com or on Instagram and Bluesky at Namely90s. You can also find the show on YouTube every Monday at youtube.com/@namely90s. And if you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/namely90s, also with a 90s, and get signed up for one of our support levels. That was tight, real tight.
You did it. Was it last week that you screwed up?
Yeah, badly, very badly. So that was a real renaissance for me. After 4 years, it should be. By the way, our 4-year anniversary special is coming up next week.
That's a good segue, Andrew.
Yeah. It's too late to submit messages, so please listen.
Yeah, because if you're hearing this, we've most likely recorded the episode.
We're going to create a clip show of our previous clip shows. No, it's not like that. It kind of is.
I mean, like the last 3 years, it's been focused on like just the span of the year. Right. But it has been 4 years, so maybe I'll throw in some older stuff too.
Some of the favorites, the older favorites.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't written the show yet.
The Jewel poem was solid gold.
I mean, do you want to do another Jewel poem, or you just
no? I just think we should recycle it.
Yeah, we should do a clip. We should do a clip show of the clip shows, which is literally what you said like a minute ago. But in one ear out the other. Sorry, This entire intro, I've had Rollin' Air Raid Vehicle playing in my head. The Limp Bizkit song, where he just says, keep rolling, 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 keep rolling.
Isn't that the Walmart song?
That's, that's...
keep them prices rolling.
Rolling, 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 roll back. That's Rawhide. No.
Oh, President Biden is coming to Seattle tomorrow.
Oh, are we going to go adventure into his hotel room while he's out?
They're closing the freeway. And by they, I mean the authorities, not pro-Palestinian protesters, but which may actually still happen. Yeah, that too.
And you should just make sure he doesn't take that Union Square exit or Union Street exit.
Yeah. Tomorrow, like the presidential limo just goes careening into that wall. No, it's going to be a nightmare, but I think I'm getting to work well before that all happens.
Well, I mean,
it's at like 3:00, but that's before his bed. That's right around his bedtime.
Do you take the freeway from where you are? I don't know where your place is.
Typically, I take 99.
Yeah,
unless the freeway is clear.
I mean, I guess 99 is also going to suck, but
it's like further down south, and it's going to be way at a different time than me. But I guess like he's probably coming here to endorse the Democratic governor race.
Oh,
because I believe Washington is in real danger of getting a Republican governor this year. But we'll still go blue in the presidential election.
Fascinating.
Yeah. There you go.
I also didn't start the timer, so...
Yeah, we started about 11 minutes on my side.
Okay.
We're at 14 now. That's the difference of 3 minutes. So the difference between 3 and 10 is 7 more minutes. This is a terrible podcast.
So when Roland plays in my head, eventually it turns into the Amanda Show, because it starts going rolling, and then it turns into Amanda Show, which again, not 90s stuff. This is Roland Air Raid Vehicle came out in 2000. The Amanda Show, I'm pretty sure, started in 2001. But she was on all that before. Did you? Yeah, this is a great episode 203 before our clip show, which I haven't written yet. If you have ideas, toss them at me. but again, we're probably recording it like the day after this airs. Did you hear about that Apple ad?
No. What do they do now?
Okay. So have you seen the ad for like the newest iPad Pro? On Monday, they had Tuesday, they had their iPad event to like, these are the changes to the new iPad, and the newest iPad Pro is the thinnest Apple device ever. I think it's 5.1 millimeters thick.
Okay.
That sound right? So like it's
half
smaller.
A centimeter.
It's smaller than the original, or it's smaller than the latest iPod Nano. Which, who remembers that iPod Nano? It's like, anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, there was that Instagram ad, which I thought was very effective, but there's a ad that Tim Cook posted to Twixer, Twitter, X, whatever.
Yeah, X.
The main ad for this new iPad, where it has like, it's on like an industrial like trash compactor or like just like press, and it's huge. And there's a piano, and there's like an easel and paintings and paint and like all this artistic stuff.
Did they cram into the iPad?
Yes, except all they do is show the compressor going down on this like whole set of artistic supplies, analog artistic supplies, if you will, and then it compresses it all, and then when it comes up, it's a single iPad. Like, concept makes sense.
Oh, I bet all these jobless broke people got really upset about that. I mean, artists.
Yes. As you're aware, we're in a time of AI taking jobs from people that wouldn't have been paid well to begin with.
Why is it always something? There's always some person or thing that is taking our jobs. Like, what was that South Park with the immigration episode?
The Goobacks were taking our jobs, yes. But I mean, people are losing, like, creatives are losing out to AI in a lot of fields.
Well, I don't think they were implying AI. I think they were implying a little bit more that like a lot of people do design and draw on iPads now instead of on analog media.
Yes, and that's the spirit behind the commercial. If you saw it, you would be like, I understand what this commercial is trying to say.
Yeah.
But since it's technically art, a lot of people got upset about it, and because it's how do they put it? It is a visual representation of what digital is doing to analog art and destroying it. It's just destroying.
I'm starting to feel that Jerry Seinfeld was right that PC culture has ruined comedy. Well, first of all, filmmaking, as in this commercial, is art.
Yes.
And you can't judge the art. The art is what it is. You can only react to it.
Interpret.
You can only feel it. Yeah, get the hell over it. Like, it's just not what, that's not what they're implying.
Yeah.
Oh, I clipped a little bit there.
But like, we're already at the point where Apple has apologized for this. Let me read this to you.
I mean, I think it's just kind of a dumb ad, but I don't think it's to be offended over.
Right. In a statement obtained by the industry publication Ad Age,
the New York Post.
Let me get the voice for this. Creativity is in our DNA at Apple, and it's incredibly important to us to design products that empower and create that empower creatives all over the world. Our goal is to always celebrate the myriad of ways users express themselves and bring their ideas to life through iPad. We missed the mark with this video. I don't know how to say as the Trump voice. Sorry. And we're sorry. We're sorry.
Yeah. Apple's just like, we're sorry. And then they just like sell 1 billion of them in 5 minutes.
Oh, like I almost would replace my iPad and my MVP, or my MacBook Pro with this new iPad Pro. It's that smexy.
I'm over it.
Yeah, it has an M4 chip. Yeah. I mean, there's one interpretation where it's like, you know, Apple used to be like anti-corporation, whatever, and now they're just like crushing art.
Yeah, but
if
people want to create on a device, that's okay.
True.
Or maybe non-professional artists want to still use devices to do that sort of stuff and get the assistance, you know, like it's fine. Yeah. This is kind of a funny story. We were in the, I know we're almost done, but Williams Sonoma, just walking around the other day.
Yes.
The kitchen store.
William Shatner.
And they had a series of these automatic espresso makers, the ones where you don't need to tamp it down or anything. You just like push the button and it squirts out espresso like they have at Starbucks.
Yes.
And I said, that's my dream to have one of those, the fully automatic. And then I turned to Kayla, I'm like, don't you love the fact that when I'm referring to something that I want that's fully automatic, it's a coffee maker and not just like an assault rifle, which is what most people in Spokane want, is a fully automatic rifle, but I want a fully automatic espresso machine.
True. That is very true.
Anyway, that about wraps up the 10 minutes, huh?
Oh, yeah. And now it's just all downhill for you, Andrew.
Yeah, it's not. Do I at least get to watch something, though, right?
You do at least get to watch something, because we're going to play Boot or Reboot in honor of Doctor Who Season 1 coming to Disney+.
And don't forget Dr. Where, What, When, and Why.
Oh, yes. We made that joke last November.
I know.
When we did the Doctor
I'm
Who
acutely aware of this. That's the only Doctor Who joke I have. Okay.
Yes. And it's also, is that not a Family Guy joke?
Is it? Oh, is this the show where the guy carries around he uses that the orange juice and vodka to fix everything?
Yes, the Harvey Wallbanger.
Screwdriver.
Oh, Tequila Sunrise.
I'm pretty sure he uses an Arnold Palmer.
I never passed my level 2 sommelier exam. Because you have to know the bartending stuff. And
I'm getting notes of lemonade and iced tea. It's an Arnold Palmer.
And Iced Tea's wife.
Oh, gosh. Anyway.
Yeah, so share sound. There it is.
My microphone makes it look there's a hole in me if I move to the here.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. And I just remembered that I really would have liked it if you would have recorded on your own computer, because you get so tiny right now and it really just destroys the video quality.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah, so I thought, Andrew, you could watch the magic of the trailer for the Blu-ray release of the 1996 Doctor Who movie, which admittedly, not great. Both these trailers are only going to be like a minute long, so we don't have to pause as often, and or at all probably. And yeah, shall we watch it and then inform you a little bit about the movie?
Yeah, trying to get to full screen. There we go. Good.
These are all supposed to be entry points for Dr. Wen. And that's
Timing malfunction. The master. He's out.
You have 2 hearts. Who are you?
I am the Doctor.
okay. So I managed to pause it on Julia Roberts' brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is something.
Yeah. Sorry if that was a little loud.
It's all right.
You ready to keep going?
Let's do it.
He's taken most of my regenerations.
By midnight tonight, this planet will be pulled inside out. There will be nothing left.
No way. This way.
This is his last chance to stay alive, and you know it.
What do you know of last chances?
More than you.
Yeah, so that was a 30-second trailer for Doctor Who, the movie.
This is the 96 one?
This is the 96 one. This is
It seems like a parody video.
Well, okay, so you know how Doctor Who is a British show, right?
Is it?
It is. Shout out to Gaz and Danger, friends from the Insanely Dangerous Retro Pod Show. Oh, actually, they just did this last week. Our Quotely was from a different Doctor Who special from the 90s. And we stumped them. Go us. Anyway, this was an American-made Doctor Who revival show, and it was made by Fox for TV.
That was garbage. Honestly, that was one of the worst things I've seen.
Because Doctor Who was canceled in 89 by the BBC after running for 27 years.
And the Americans thought they could do it better, huh?
The Americans thought they could buy the property and do it better. And we went over this in our deep dive of Doctor Who in the 90s. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, the plot.
What the F was that music, by the way? Sorry.
That's their kind of the Doctor Who theme music. It's like the title theme is kind of that. But again, the older title theme. So plot synopsis. Here it is. The Doctor, nearing the end of his 7th life, is charged with transporting the remains of his fellow Time Lord, the Master, back to their home planet. Despite his precautions, his old enemy is not only not dead, but is out for revenge, creating a timing malfunction in the TARDIS. That's his spaceship police box time machine.
You can't say that word anymore.
TARDIS. And bringing the Doctor to San Francisco in 1999. This is set on New Year's Eve. The Master escapes and puts his plan into motion. The Doctor must find a beryllium atomic clock and stop the Master. But after being shot down by members of a street gang, how will he succeed? So it stars Paul McGann.
Dude's trying to find a clock?
An atomic clock that's at the San Francisco Institute of Technology
Clocks.
or whatever. Yes. It's a British man in a Ponzi outfit looking for a clock in San Francisco.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was not pleasant. Let's see what they came up with this time.
Okay. So this next one, this isn't going to be a trailer for season 1 because that trailer is just so damn good. This is going to be a trailer for The Church on Ruby Road, which was the Christmas special. Which it was the first full episode that the 15th Doctor Shutigawa was the Doctor in. Here we go.
Merry Christmas. I'm the Doctor.
What's up there?
So we already get the I'm the Doctor, which was said in the previous one.
Yeah.
Concerns.
Thoughts? At first I thought it was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, this is a little bit low res. It's supposed to be 720.
Well, so far, the more epic music / soundtrack is a bit more appealing. I don't know what that club was supposed to be at the beginning, but that was a little bit strange.
Shutigawa is the first no, that's not the word. First queer Doctor, or
okay, that makes sense then.
First queer actor to play the Doctor. So,
also the first black actor to play the Doctor, I assume.
Technically, no, because in series 12 of the New Who,
Say Who to the New Who.
During Jodie Whittaker's run, they introduce a black woman Doctor.
Okay.
That no one knew about. That was that predates all the other Doctors, and actually, it's really divided the fan base because of the stupid plot line.
Was she named 007 at the time?
Yeah, pretty much. That was actually pretty much what happened. Except it didn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Goblins.
Oh, yeah?
Time travelers are great. Like, wow. Ah! Hold on tight.
So there's goblins in this one.
Yeah, this feels a bit more cheeky, a bit better quality, which obviously is always going to be the case between time frames, but like just shot better.
Yeah,
like it feels less cheesy
like
while still being cheesy.
Even this trailer is just better cut than the one I showed you previously. All right.
Who are you?
I guess I didn't need to pause it there.
The logo is not right. It feels like
The new
it's like Warner Brothers Batman Doctor Who.
Yeah, they definitely went for like a classic logo look for this new Doctor Who.
I would watch the reboot 1,000 times over before I'd watch that trash pile that you showed me initially.
I think
that
most people would.
Horrifying.
Yeah. About the church on Ruby Road. It was their Christmas special from last year. Let's see, where is it? It introduces Millie Gibson as the new companion Ruby Sunday.
Mel Gibson, yes.
Oh, I didn't even think about that connection. The story focuses on the 15th Doctor meeting orphan Ruby Sunday. Or did you know the British called them foundlings?
Who?
Like orphans, people that are left on the.
Oh no, I didn't. But they have weird words for stuff.
Yeah, like I did not know that was until I watched this. Like, because they say it in Star Wars like a couple times. Like, oh, he's bring the foundling to the whatever, and it's like, okay, is that a Star Wars term? Nope, it's English, King's English. Where was I? He met orphan Ruby Sunday, as you saw in the trailer, who's abandoned at a church on Ruby Road. Hence her name and her plight to find her birth parents. Following an interview, sorry.
I was saying, what if she was a Seventh-day Adventist? It'd be Ruby Saturday. Okay. And if she was a restaurant, she'd be Ruby Tuesday. Okay, there it is.
Following an interview with Davina McCall, who apparently apparently there's a show in the UK where it's like foundlings talk to Davina McCall and they like search down your parents and whatever and have awkward interactions with the people that gave you up. And the two begin experiencing bad luck wherever they go due to the antics of goblins who eventually kidnap a new foster baby.
This is a bit dark.
Yeah, the baby,
for sustenance. No.
Yes, actually, the Goblin King is going to eat the baby, and then there's a song about eating babies sung by goblins.
So really, the goblins are just charted. The goblins are really just symbolizing Hollywood actors.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
That's what's happening.
You saw straight through the allegory,
and the TARDIS, which is the police box, right?
Yes.
The TARDIS is actually an armoire from Wayfair.com.
No, the TARDIS is the guy with the gun that goes into the Pizzagate place, and I took that one too far dark.
When you ask for extra hot peppers, that's when you know you're getting something a little bit spicy.
Yeah. So the song, the Goblin Kings, or the song, the Goblin song from Doctor Who, charted to number 2.
The Billboard Hot 100.
I think it was whatever the UK one is.
It was the Sad, Lonely, Wet Rock 100.
Yes. Yeah. Stonehenge 100. But
punchy.
I will show you that song during the break, and maybe we could have a discussion about it before we finish up the episode.
All right. Well, now let's go to Brandon for the Namely 90s Minute.
Welcome back to Namely 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of the premiere of Season 1 of Doctor Who on Disney+, we're looking back at the 30th anniversary special, Dimensions in Time. Dimensions in Time is a Children in Need charity special crossover between Doctor Who and EastEnders, starring Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, and their companions, Susan, Victoria, Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, Liz Shaw, Captain Mike Yates, Sarah Jane Smith, Leela, Romana 2, Nyssa, Perry, Mel, K9, and Ace, as well as the Ronnie and a bunch of EastEnders who are lost on me since I'm an American. The story starts with the Ronnie, who has opened a hole in time in a plan to capture all of the Doctor Who's selves in a time loop. No, it doesn't make sense, but she's already captured the grumpy Doctor Who and flautist Doctor Who and stored their disembodied heads in terrible 3D graphics. Scarf Doctor Who reads a message to the remaining Doctor Who's because he can't be arsed to come back and act in the 30th anniversary special. Then Umbrella Doctor Who and Ace arrive in the blue box time machine outside the Cutty Sark, which apparently isn't just a terrible blended scotch, in 1973. Then there's a time jump and Ace is outside Albert Square in 1993 with Clown Doctor Who, where they run into Sanjay and Geeta, who try to sell them clothes. Another time jump to 2013 and Dandy Doctor Who and Mel question older EastEnders on when they are. Then another time jump and Clown Doctor Who and Susan are together. Another time jump and Sarah Jane and Dandy Who are together and piece together what was happening when the Ronnie drops her menagerie of classic Doctor Who enemies on them as it jumps to the Cricket Doctor Who and Sarah Jane has split into both Nyssa and Perry. The end of part 1 ends on the Ronnie outside the Queen Vic, a public house frequented in EastEnders. Next time jump brings back Dandy Who and Nyssa and Perry turn into Liz Shaw, who gets mind controlled by the Ronnie. Captain Mike shows up in Bessie, the yellow car, to take Dandy Who to the Brigadier. He changes into Clown Tour again and leaves the Brigadier after nothing important happens. Back in town, Romana is looking for Doctor Who, but gets sent to the EastEnders Doctor instead, but then gets captured by the Ronnie en route. Back in 1973, Dandy Who explains to Victoria who the Ronnie is and that their control must be breaking down because he was literally in the last scene, but let's take the time machine to 1993. The Umbrella Doctor exits the blue box, Leela escapes the Ronnie after Romana got cloned into the computer, which disrupts whatever she was using to cause the time jumps, which gives Umbrella Who, Ace, and K9 the ability to make a machine to thwart her, trapping the Ronnie in a time tunnel, never to be seen again, freeing Doctor Who, 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 and their companions from the time loop. And Umbrella, Doctor Who, and Ace leave in the time machine. And that's Dimensions in Time in a Namely 90s Minute. More or less.
And now back to the show.
So I just showed Andrew. Well, first I rickrolled him because why not?
As always.
And then Andrew had the I don't know if pleasure is the right word, but
the Goblin song.
He saw the Goblin song from the Christmas.
So
special.
a few things come to mind immediately, like this day and age, talking about eating babies, even if fictional, not really cool.
Yeah, such a black baby.
Yeah, so that was horrible. The other thing it's worth mentioning is that I always think about like people having to very seriously enter a recording studio and sing these lyrics. Like anytime it's like a kid's song or like a ridiculous, it's just like someone had to actually go to a place of business and sing these lyrics and like not hate themselves afterwards.
Someone had to first compose said song, and said person has won many BAFTAs.
Like writing the lyrics can be fun. Who's that?
It's the Doctor Who composer.
Like it's fine. Writing the lyrics can be fun, and in a vacuum, it can feel like, oh, this is good. But to be the person whose job, like you're taking a gig to go in and sing this song, like your self-worth has to be like go down dramatically after recording this sort of garbage pile.
It hit number 2 on the UK charts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're real weird. They're pent up over there on that slippery little
behind It's Christmas Time in New York by the Pogues. Like, yeah, that's a weird choices.
To be fair, though, they may have they may just be like a wet rock over there in the Atlantic, but we're just a basically like a fairly dusty cesspool of weirdos over here in the U.S.
I mean, to be fair, if you're being forced to pay for your television and this is what they produce for your Christmas special that the family sits around and watches, you're gonna sit around and watch it. Now on Disney Plus. But yeah. Andrew, you heard it here. Andrew will be watching the new season of Doctor Who on Disney
not
Plus.
a chance.
Not a sponsor.
So that was something I never want to see again.
Yeah. So what I didn't mention is like with the new specials, they're kind of taking Doctor Who in like a more fantasy direction.
Yeah. Because it was really grounded and realistic before.
Oh, it was sci-fi. Like it was. There were science rules to the world, and now something happened in one of the specials leading up to the Christmas special that has breathed new life into the places they can take it, but also it's like there's no rules. Science doesn't. Science
the
doesn't
places
matter.
you'll go.
Mm-hmm. There can be goblins that can travel through time for no reason. Speaking of traveling through time for no reason, let's take it back to April 20th, 2021, for a Buzzfeed quiz. That is, this quiz will reveal which Doctor Who companion you are.
All right.
And hopefully I haven't,
Let's head over to Fuzzbead and check it out.
yeah. Another reason for Andrew recording his own screen is because he just froze on mine.
Yeah, I'm having connection issues.
Oh, I thought it was me. Choose a color. Yellow, red, green, navy, orange, or pink.
I'm a green person. Green guy.
I'm a blue guy.
I'm going to become a goblin. Next one is pick a style. Edgy, chic, retro, classy, casual, and trendy.
Mm-hmm. I like how edgy you can't even see. It's just like a bunch of leaves and a person's head.
I'm going to go casual.
I mean, I might not look at currently, but I like the retro, I guess. Do I like retro?
Okay.
I'm not sure I like retro.
Okay.
I don't know what edgy is because they didn't show it. Is that different than is that different than trendy?
Partially nude.
I know I'm not trendy. How would you describe yourself? Flirty, shy, chatty, spunky, imaginative, or curious? Doesn't spunky mean something different over there?
Oh no. No, it means like energetic and sort of like energetic.
Well, I mean, but over there it means something different.
I'm gonna go with curious.
I'm also curious, but I guess I will be shy.
Okay, so we got pick a room interior. Sleek and modern, simple and cozy, bold and inviting, trendy and classy, warm and bright, or minimalist. Trendy and classy don't go together, but that's the one I'm choosing because I like mid-century furniture.
I will go with sleek and modern, I guess.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Choose a car. Hotel.
It does look like a bad hotel. Vintage Mustang, Volkswagen Beetle, Tesla, Camaro, a G-Wagon with my homies, or a Jeep. Just Jeep. I think that's a Rubicon.
I think I would like the G-Wagon. That'd be cool.
Riding around in my G-Wagon.
Mercedes. My ladies. Or was it?
I mean, I like how the Tesla doesn't drive itself.
Except when it does and then plows into a motorcyclist and kills the motorcyclist, and then the driver gets convicted of manslaughter, which happened in Washington recently.
Yeah, and they're like, I thought the auto drive feature was driving itself, and it's like, no, there's a separate feature you have to turn on for the car to drive itself. You just put on lane assist and then ran into a motorcyclist.
This is why, like, when it comes to cars, you know, you have to go through like driver's ed and get a license, because cars, while they do have a use, can be dangerous and can hurt people, which is why they're so heavily regulated and why you have to go through all these steps and these licenses to get a car. But hey, here's a gun. Like, hey, everyone have a gun. This is great. No testing required.
To be fair, when you buy a Tesla, apparently you don't have to read the instruction manual because people think that the lane assist feature is auto drive.
No, I read the instruction manual. You can just shoot it.
Yeah, shoot the Tesla.
What's your favorite?
Or put your finger in. Oh, vintage Mustang.
Thank you for bearing with that long diatribe to point out the hypocrisy of gun control or the lack thereof.
I was watching you do it, and I'm like, I know exactly where he's going with it, but I'll let him.
Let me finish. Oh, God.
Walk it out. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I'm going to let you finish. But
the joke's
on Beyonce
put the joke's on him now.
Yeah. As
Beyonce put out the best country album. Boy, times have really flipped, haven't they?
That is crazy.
Anyway, what's your favorite movie genre? Action, thriller, mystery, rom-com, fantasy, or drama?
I like science fiction. I don't like fantasy.
I secretly like a rom-com. I'll go with that.
Okay. I guess I secretly like an action movie. I mean, I like a rom-com, but I also, it has to be one of those indie ones that everyone else hates. Who's your favorite artist? BTS, Lil Nas X, Harry Styles, Blackpink, Taylor Swift, or Megan Thee Stallion? This is clearly written for us.
Taylor Swift.
You son of a beach.
Nothing makes me crazier than Megan Thee Stallion having two E's and the.
But that's how you spell the.
No.
Well, she's not Megan the Stallion. She's Megan the Stallion.
I can't even. I can't with you.
I think I like one Blackpink song.
Don't even know who that is.
They're a K-pop band. Like
but I'm
BTS.
1,000.
What? It's the girl version of BTS, I think. What's your favorite video game?
Oh, is it the Super Shy band group?
Probably.
Ugh, that thing is also trash. Have you heard that song?
Probably not. The one I was thinking of, I want to say, is Ice Cream, but that might be BTS.
That's by New Jeans. Sorry, New Jeans.
That's another K-pop band, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite video game? Animal Crossing New Horizons, Fortnite, Among Us, Minecraft, Mario Party, or Overwatch?
I don't play any of these, and Minecraft is mind-numbingly boring. Mario Party.
I liked Among Us during this time.
For the 5 minutes, that was the thing.
So, Beach. Okay, I guess I'll go first since I know who these opinions are.
Go for it.
I got Mickey Smith. You're brave, caring, and protective. You're still trying to find your place in the world, but you're having fun along the way. You're incredibly supportive of your loved ones. Basically, he was the girlfriend of he was the boyfriend of the girl from the first season of the reboot who gets sidelined, and then she falls in love with the doctor, and he's just like, well, fuck me, I guess. So great. Glad
I kind of love mine.
That. Okay. Are you the dog?
I got Donna Noble.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
So,
Captain Tate.
Yeah, you're sassy and outgoing, and sometimes you can come off as a bit rude. However, you have a big heart, and your friends can always trust you to be honest. Also, this is a very controversial take. I think Catherine Tate's character on The Office is funny.
I think she's funny.
I like that character.
A bit overbearing for me.
I like the character. But anyway, so that's kind of funny. That's cool. Yeah. I saw that. Is that Catherine Tate? I had to look up and it was. Yeah, that exactly.
Catherine Tate. Nice.
I love her accent and way of speaking. It's funny.
Yes. Chiswick. I don't know.
What?
Chiswick.
Okay.
Chiswick. As they say. Yeah. I guess we did a second episode on Doctor Who. Suck it, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks. I feel like I got rickrolled all over again.
That's it for this week's edition of Namely 90s. Where you find, unless you have anything else to say.
No.
I can't say that one.
And that's it for this episode of Namely 90s
Edition. Find us on Instagram, Bluesky, and YouTube at Namely 90s with 90s, and tell us what you want us to talk about on future episodes. If you'd like to support the show, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Namely 90s, also with 90s. You can contact us through our website, namely90s.com. No new
taxes. No
new Namely 90s minute next week, by the way. And please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Audible, Mickey Smith, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartGoodPods, and wherever you get your podcasts from. I'm Brandon, that's Andrew, and we will catch you next time.
I am the doctor.